Hey, we got another one for you.
Van Tour.
I'm Jake.
And I'm Emmy. And this is Napoleon, our perfect home on wheels.
Yeah, we've been in it for 1 year already.
Full time. And we like to think that we have the best layout we've ever seen in any van. And it's also the most gorgeous van you've ever seen.
That's for sure.
We might be a little biased, but whatever.
All right, you want to come on in and check it out? Hey, welcome to the cockpit of Napoleon. You know, before we start to see all the cool stuff in the back, you know, there's not much to talk about up here. It's a Ford Transit, so the front of it looks like a Ford Transit. We did like how the Ford Transit had some cubby holes up above our heads just to hold our sunglasses and stuff. Now, Emmy built a shelf to hold our gear above our heads, and then we put a sticker wall up here, which is a really cool addition as well. The real main thing that we changed, though, is our passenger seat swivel seat. Say that 4 times fast. But it's really great to have when you spin around in it and you're able to have some extra seating while you're hanging out in the back. You do feel a little far away. I know that seems crazy, but it is a great little addition to have. The other big item that we changed up front is our privacy screen. The privacy screen is necessary for temperature control, blocking out the heat up here or keeping the cool air up here, and then obviously privacy, being able to block out anything that we're doing in the back, because as soon as you turn on a light, people can see in. But that's really kind of all the really great things that we changed up front. So now let's check out the back.
Welcome to the main cabin of Napoleon. Pretty much everything that you see in here we built ourselves. This was just an empty shell when we bought her. So we're really proud of all of the decor and all the hard work we put into it. First up, this is our wardrobe right here. And these are pretty much all of the coats that we own. I've all slimmed down into this small space, and we can actually fit quite a lot. And then we also have our jewelry storage back here, and this is really nice to be able to have a lot of jewelry hanging up, and it keeps it from making a lot of noise while we're driving, which after hours and hours of hearing jangling of bracelets can sort of drive you crazy. And then we have a pull out here, and this hosts a lot of toiletry stuff, our to-go bags, shower bags, shampoo, essential oils, and whatever knickknacks we use on a regular basis. And then we have our mirror here. This is the only mirror that we have in the van, and this was a huge life change for Jake and I, who have particularly had mirrors in like every room of our house, everywhere we've ever lived. We love to look at ourselves. But this is actually plastic, so we don't have to worry about it breaking, and one mirror is honestly plenty. And then down below our wardrobe here, we have our fridge. And we had to get a marine grained one, so this is one of the nicer items that we have in the van. It's a fridge and freezer combo. It has a locking door to keep it from flying open while we're driving. And it fits a lot of food. We can get probably like 2 weeks worth of groceries in here if we're really strategic with it, and we're getting real good at meal prep. And then of course we have limited space, but we prioritize our bubbly drinks. Not only keep us hydrated, but also we don't drink alcohol really anymore, so they're nice to have when we're having fun. And then I'll show you up front some of the storage that Jake was talking about. Up here in the front, behind the driver and passenger seat, we actually have a lot of storage going on. You'll notice we have these black hooks all over the van and some magnetic hooks as well. And these are actually really great. We use them constantly because we're pretty dirty when we're living outside, especially having a dog. We're always needing to hang stuff up. It's also nice to have easy access to scarves, coats, that we don't want to have to dig out of like bins or out of the closet when it's cold out. Sometimes we just want to throw on our coat and run outside, so lots of hooks. And then behind the chair here, we have some shoe storage, and then a bag full of Bernie stuff, all of her toys, her winter coat, and more canvas bags in there. And then above our heads, we have a lot of additional storage. We've got some towels, some workout equipment, our little basket of hats and gloves, and our wigs, our little costume pieces that we use on a regular basis when we want to be goofy. The ukulele's up here. So all of our personal hobby equipment. We've got Jake's fire stick behind the driver's seat, our broom and a trash grabber. And then one of the best features is of course this privacy screen. Close this. And then we have another one right here that you can close as well to give you even more privacy. And then you have the back cabin all to yourself. This is our kitchen, also my pride and joy. This is where many of my labor hours went in this build. It is fully custom, designed on top of a wheel well, and shaped exactly to the appliances and what we needed. So this was a labor of love, and let me tell you all about it. It's got a butcher block countertop, and we've got quite a lot of usable countertop space. As you can see, our induction is even covered in a cover up so that we can actually use that when we need more space. And then down here at the bottom, we have a pop-up countertop, which is really great for washing dishes because you can dry them right here, and we can also use it as a desk even at the captain's chair up front. If you pop a laptop on it, you can sit there and work. And then we even have more countertop space down here. We have a cutting board that you can pull out, and we actually use this pretty much every single time that we cook. And our marble backsplash here is actually the same backsplash we have at our home in California. So we had to bring a little bit of home with us on the road. And then these cubbies are custom built. So when we did the insulation, we actually left a little space in the framing to build these in for a little extra storage. We keep all our incense and sage and coffee and teas down here. So great use of space. And then up top here, we have our magnetic spices, which surprisingly don't fall as much as you would think they would, but the tops are really hard to get on and off, so they can be a pain in the butt to use. So you win some, you lose some. And then upper cabinetry here, this is basically all just cooking spices, dish towels and Tupperware, and then we've got more like grains and rice, pasta, breads, and things like that up here. Soft items, because when we first lived in the van, we had glassware up here, and I dropped it onto the induction cooktop and shattered it. So our first induction cooktop actually got destroyed, hence the cover and the soft packaged items only in the upper cabinets because Emmy breaks a lot of things. And then right behind me here is our lagoon style table, which is also additional countertop space. And I know it's really big, but we like to play a lot of games and we like to host people over in our little tiny home whenever we can. So we like having the space. Also, I'm not gonna lie, we eat a lot. So there's quite the spread that happens when we're eating. This also comes off entirely, so you can just remove it and have it out of the way if you need to. We've got additional cubby space behind here where we keep some books, our coffee cups, tarot deck, and then this is our wall calendar. We're getting organized this year. And then up here is our more upper cabinet space. So this is like the electrical stuff, and you can actually charge in there as well. And then this is additional like lotions, and see, shit falls out sometimes, you know, authentic van life experience. Just basically shampoo and other bathroom stuff like that. And then we have a bench down here as well. So if you move this table out of the way, you can access our bench here. You just take off the pillow and then it just pops right up. And we've got a lot of additional storage down here as well. Our air conditioning, more games, extra bubbly drinks. And then we also have a gas camping stove just in case we are struggling with power needs, which can happen, especially in cold weather when you don't get a lot of sunshine. Behind this trap door right here is actually how you access our composting toilet. And yes, it is homemade. Jake actually built this, and it's pretty much a Home Depot bucket that's lined in cedar and topped with a toilet seat. And it works exactly the same way as the $1,000 composting toilets that you can buy online. No, it does not smell. And yes, it is actually a lot easier and cleaner than you think. We do not mind having the toilet in our van at all. We'll have to make a video on this because I could talk about toilets forever. And then to put it away, you just slide it back in into its little nook and close the door. A lot of the supplies for the toilet are also in this cabinet right here. And I bet you think we didn't have one, but we actually do have a shower. It's right here underneath this bench. You just take the pillow up, lift up this top here, and you've got a shower tub. It drains right at the bottom into the gray water tank, so you can put any wet items in here as well. And then you just lift up this shower ring that Jake built. And it hooks up here, and you extend it out, And there you have a shower. And then you also have your shower head already attached, so you don't have to use your sink. It just comes right up and you hook it. And then you've got a nice little shower space. And it's actually, although it's tiny, it's roomy enough because Jake's a pretty big boy and he can shower in here just fine. We almost forgot the best part of Napoleon, the bed. We got this handy dandy ottoman down here, which is really nice for small people like me or Bernie to be able to jump into bed every night. It also works as a nice side table, a seating option, and it hosts all of our dirty laundry. So when the lid no longer shuts, we know it's time to do laundry. Now for the bed, we have a full queen size bed that we never have to build, we never have to make, it's always ready to go. And we did that by being able to extend the width of the van using flares. So we actually have flares on each side of the van that extended about 6 inches, which means for a Ford Transit, that's the exact width that you need to put a queen size bed this way. It was a little pricey and a little tricky to frame out, but absolutely worth the extra dollars because you gotta love having a full queen size bed and all this extra space that allows us to have in doing it this way. Now, let's check out what's underneath the bed, the garage.
Alright, welcome to the back of Napoleon. This is where we're going to keep a lot of those extra shoes and stuff, as you can see on the door. We have to swap them in and out, which really kind of sucks. I always have to like go in back here and get them all the time. But, I mean, at least we have some extra shoes. Also, mosquito net's really nice because this is where we can just lay on the bed, kick the doors open, and watch the sunset, which we do often at places. So yeah, that's really cool. And then obviously all of actually the garage style stuff. So let me get this stuff out of here and we'll show you the cool stuff and the power in the water. All right. All right, let's talk about this. This is our power panel over here. We did all Renergy components. It just made it that much easier. Everything just lined up well and so on and so forth. We have 2 bus bars here, obviously one negative, one and one positive. This is our charge controller to convert solar into 12-volt power. Again, you have to have solar for sure. We have a 3,000 watt inverter, so that way we can run our induction, and we have our air fryer that's in there that you saw, so we needed a lot of power to be able to run those items. Then we have the battery to battery charger. That is great for us to be able to charge while we drive. You know, if we weren't to have that capability, that would be very difficult for us to charge our battery bank, that's for sure. And then we have 4 lithium batteries, 170 amp hours for each, so that is 680 amp hours of power. Yeah, I know it seems like a little aggressive, but we live in it full time. So we've paid up front to have those items, and that way we didn't have to pay for anything else, like if we went with a gas propane stove. Here we have our 2.5 gallon water tank. It is also electric, and that thing sucks some power, man. You have to really want warm water to get a hot shower, and we find that's, as we mentioned, not that often. We have a 40 gallon water tank. This allows us to go off grid for probably about 10 days, if we're really pushing it 2 weeks. But yeah, it's certainly awesome. Definitely great to have. Then we have our toilet in the garage as well. All right, bet you thought we were done. Almost. Just a few more things. As you can see, we have our ladder here, which takes us up to the deck. That's right. That's where we go and watch sunrises, sunsets, and of course, the stars. So that was definitely a great addition to the van. Thanks, Josh. He helped me build that when I was in North Carolina. So thanks, buddy. Last thing I definitely wanted to touch on is our upgraded suspension. We did go with Van Compass, which has been an amazing addition to the van. It allows us to go so many more different places. And of course, down those washboard roads, it is a luxury to have, for sure. 10 out of 10, recommend. All right, now Let's jump back inside. All right. Hey, thanks for coming on the tour.
Yeah, we hope you enjoyed it. We put a lot of hard work into this van and a lot of love.
Yeah, and this video.
Yes, yes, we did. So if you liked what you saw, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the alert button so you know when we have more content coming out.
That's right. All right. Peace out.
Hopefully we'll see you again soon.